boys and girls, it's Miss Lindsay here today, and I'm going to walk you through making a board game. Hopefully your family can enjoy some time together creating a board game. I can't wait to see what fun ideas you come up with for yours. Today I created a board game about BGC, so I'll kind of show you what I did for my game, but first I want to tell you about some materials you're going to need to create a board game similar to mine. So first thing, you're going to want something for your board. I used white butcher paper. I understand you may not have that available at home, so I was thinking if you have some paper bags at home, you could cut them and lay them flat as your board game base. You're going to want some construction paper, different colors if you can. If you don't have that, you could always color your own paper. Then you're going to want some scissors or a paper cutter, glue to glue down the pieces to your board. You're going to want a dice, so when you begin playing, you can take turns. Some game pieces. I took these from a Sorry game I had, but if you have another game, that pieces work, or if you have little toys that you could use as pieces as well, and then a Sharpie and pen. So the first thing I did was lay out my base. Then I started cutting squares 4 by 4, so 4 inches by 4 inches. Then I needed cards to have the questions on it, because when you land on a certain color, you have to answer a question or do an activity. So I have these. I actually cut my squares in half so that I could have more cards, but you could leave them big if you want to have more space to write. So you're going to want to have your cards for 4 inches by 4 inches and lay them down kind of in the pattern you want, and then you're going to want to glue them down using your glue. After that, you can add some spaces to the board. If you look at mine, I have roll again space, go back 2 spaces. You want to add some fun but not make it too impossible to win. Then once you do that, you're going to want to start writing out your questions or activities for when you land on a color. So for instance, if I land on green, so I use the 5 core areas from BGC. So green are my wellness activities. So the first card says, take 3 deep breaths. So that's what somebody would have to do if they land on that space. If I land on the next orange by rolling my dice, that is a triple play category. So somebody else would have to choose to complete this activity. So do 10 jumping jacks. So you would get to pick somebody to have to complete that activity. Yellow is my power hour cards, my education cards. So this one says create a list of words that rhyme. How many can you make in a minute? So somebody would have to time you to create a list of rhyming words. Blue are my character counts, so character leadership. Give all players at the table a high five is something I chose as one of my activities. And then the last category I have, purple, is arts. So the first one is music makers, and it says use the table as a drum to make a beat. So some other activities obviously fit in those categories. A lot of power hours trivia questions. You could have solving math problems or questions about geography or history. Arts include some drama, so acting out charades or humming a tune and having everybody guess. I'm sure you can come up with some really clever, fun activities to have your family do. So then, once you create your question cards, your activity cards, you would want to establish some rules. So who gets to start? Is it the youngest or oldest players? Are you going to roll? How do you win? Is it just getting to the finish first, or do they have to complete something else? So with that, really simple to create your own board game. May take you some time to come up with some fun activities, but I can't wait to see. I created mine BGC themed. Maybe yours is all about your family, random activities. Maybe you keep it animal focused or something you're learning about in school. Hopefully, again, though, you can spend time together creating a board game. If you don't have a lot of family to play with at home, maybe you could Zoom somebody else and show them your game and move them around and have them complete activities at home. So thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. If you do create a board game, I'd love to see it in the comments below. Take care.